Alright, it's time for the maiden of the CK 840mm FPV wing. It's kind of a neat little wing, fairly basic airfoil. I don't think there's any reflex in the airfoil, so I'm going to have some up elevon. Good space for FPV camera and mounting for the HD camera, battery in the front, receiver and ESC in the back there. It's fairly sort of crude EPP build, but should be quite tough, nice and stiff with the spars, but let's give it a go. Fair bit of wind at the moment. Start off with, I'll use a blank instead of the Mobius in case we come to grief. All up weight is 570 grams, 1300 3S. I do have some reflex. Will it be enough? I'm not too sure. Time to go. Let me trim it out a bit. Taken out the reflex, I don't need that. It's flying pretty low fuss. Can reduce the throttle right down. That's pretty good so far. Taking out more reflex, there we go. Might be a bit too pitchy on the elevator at the moment, but it's not too bad. Seems to wiggle a little bit, but we'll see with the onboard. So yeah, it's got potential, this wing. I think it's quite nice. With this motor and prop, it's pretty fast, not too noisy, easy to fly. It's kind of good. Yeah, it's a little bit wiggly downwind. There's a decent wind. Might be a good one to do some experimentation with bigger winglets and wing fences and things like that to try and get rid of the wiggle, but let's not condemn it just yet. Yes, I do like this wing. It's easy to fly, very easy to fly. I'm only on under a half throttle there on 3S. Going to be a fun little FPV wing, I think. Sort of not ridiculously aggressive performance. This is motor off gliding now. Hey, this is very nice. I like it. Yes. Alright, time for some onboard footage and FPV. So the reflex, what have I got? Maybe 3 or 4 millimeters, I think. Doesn't need much at all. Could certainly handle more weight in the form of a 4S battery or a bigger 2200 battery without any problems. I like these sort of plastic reinforcing on the top and bottom. They're intelligent mix of the two materials, I think. Okay, so got a bit of noise there. Got a drone class over in the corner there, so I better stay away from them. This is flying nicely, even with the wind. It's not wiggling too much at all, actually. Ramp it up along here. Does have some down thrust in the motor, I notice, so that seems to be worked out really well. I'll ramp it up and see what it does. No, it doesn't climb or sink or anything. I'm going to have to put a new battery in, unfortunately. But this is no fuss, easy to fly FPV wing, I would say. Reminds me a bit of the Sonic AR wing, that sort of ease of flying. More of a kit that you sort of build yourself. Very cheap. Going to ruin this battery. Alright, I'll bring it in and put a new battery in. Nice. This time I have a 2200 3S in it. Extra weight might help a little bit more in the wind, but we'll see. We're off. Flying well. There is a fair bit of wind, so this is actually handling it very well. Still only half throttle. Cruising along. So you can cruise slowly, ramp it up a bit. Yeah, getting a little bit of interference there, not too bad though. Loop, sweet, roll, nice and fast. This is cool. Does remind me a lot of flying the Sonic AR wing. Just that nice mix of easy flying, ramp it up, go fast if you want, just cruise around for a nice efficient flight. Yeah, it's a good 10 to 15 knots at the moment, and that is handling it well. And it's surprising really for such a simple airfoil and thick trailing edge. Sort of a basic foam cut kit. I really do like the carbon fibre, or what are they, G10 fiberglass, whatever it is, reinforcing plates, especially on the elevons. They correctly designed, really like them. FPV camera fits beautifully in the nose. I actually, as I said, cut out a little bit of foam so it wasn't cutting in. Could laminate it for even more toughness, although it's a nice mild flyer, so you probably don't need to fly it super fast. If you're going to smash through trees, you might want to put some reinforcing on the leading edge. But for cruising around, chasing your mates, doing obstacle courses at sensible speeds, awesome. Full speed now. I better not do that too long, I don't want to puff my batteries. This is fun. Loop and roll, does it no problems, no sign of a stall out of it, like some poorly designed wings can do. Slowing down for a nice slow cruise. Cool, might be someone there. I'll bring it into land. Cut the throttle there, glide it in at my feet. Excellent. So now I'll just go for a bit of a flight. I might disconnect the FPV so I'm not interfering with other people. Easy launch. That is cool. Good. Yeah, lovely. See how slow it can fly into the wind. It's cool. Excellent. So there you go. It's a really nice flying little wing. Great spaces for cameras and room for mounting stuff. Fitting a flight control board in might be difficult. You'd probably want to put the receiver and the video transmitter out on the wing. Then you'd have plenty of space for the flight control board in this area here. I could easily fly around under half throttle for a nice long cruisy flight, or ramp it up if your batteries can handle it. Seem to handle this wind. It's what is it, about 10 knots wind, I suppose, coming and going. Seemed to handle the wind very easily, no problems at all. The CK 840mm FPV wing from Banggood. Thanks for watching.